Very good evening, sir. Being the executive director of DY Patil, so what is your philosophy of the leadership and how would you describe your leadership style?
Yeah, let me first tell you about DY Patil Group, which was formed way back in 1983 by Padma Shri Dr. DY Patil, a visionary, to cater to the needs of education in the country. It is imparting education over a wide spectrum from medicine, engineering to KG level. And we are proud to say that Padma Shri, the Dr. DY Patil Institute of Management Studies, in short, DYP-IMS, is part of this group. My job as executive director here is to work towards achieving vision and mission statements formulated earlier with the help of all the stakeholders, and to ensure that right people for right job are employed directed onwards, and to give them sufficient freedom and motivate them to achieve the goals.
Okay, thank you so much, sir. So moving forward, I would like you to put an insight into how DY Patil is more welcoming to students of different races, economic background, etc.
Yeah, the admission process is carried out by the government of Maharashtra, and they have the reservation policy. There are seats reserved for all categories like open, SC, ST, OBC, NT, and so on. Even some seats are earmarked for outside the states candidates, and the admissions are done through cap rounds by the government. So we have a mix of all these religion, caste, creed, etc. That answers your question? Sir, can you hear me?
Sorry, yes, sir. Sir,
Yeah.
moving forward, I would like to know that how you plan to put your immense knowledge and experience that you have gained over the past years working in DY Patil into this education industry.
Yeah, the expectations from the stakeholders are rising every day, and they are very demanding. The stakeholders like students, parents, the industry, the society, and our own employees. They have high expectations from us. So we have 360 degrees feedback mechanism which are applied to our inputs, processes, and we get the desired outputs. The inputs like the students, the faculty, the infrastructure, the IT infrastructure, library, quality assurance policies, and the processes are the academic activities, the placements, MDPs, consultancies, institute industry partnerships, research and development, And naturally, the outcomes are the academic results, placements and its quality, international ties, MDPs, consultancies, and satisfaction levels of the stakeholders and the society. These are the deliverables, the outcomes, and these are very important parameters. The 360 degrees feedback mechanism helps us to fine-tune our inputs and processes to get the desired results. That's how we do.
Okay, great, sir. With the growing need of the students to be in the industry ready, can we please highlight the facilities provided by your institute? Like what the facilities are provided by your institute that help the students to be industry ready?
Yeah, this institute, DYP-IMS, commenced its operation somewhere in 2004, and almost 16 years now. And we know the what this industry expects from us, from the students. So we give them the best of the academic inputs, going beyond the syllabus, and do a lot of grooming in terms of their communication skills, leadership qualities, teamwork, attitude, etc. So all these are at expected industry levels. And we do have industry visits and joint projects with the industry. Then we have the industry people coming to us as mentors for the students. So with all these activities, we expose our students to the industry and corporate environments. And we have our own full-time training and placement cell, which conducts various activities to bring the students to the industry expectations.
Okay. So when you first came to DY Patil, what was your vision? Has it evolved over time? How far are you from the implementary vision that you had?
Yeah, I joined as executive director since the inception of DIP-IMS in 2004. And my aim was to make DIP-IMS as one of the premier institutes to do MBA. And with the advancement in the technology, we have updated our vision mission statements, and we all are working to achieve to reach to those vision and mission statements. I am proud to say that with the dedication of the directors and the faculty and non-teaching staff, we have been successful, and that's how we have achieved accreditation by NBA, National Board of Accreditation, from 2012 to 2015. And we have been accredited with A grade by NAC from 2015 to 2020. We are now in the second cycle of accreditation by NBA and NAC. So we are inching slowly towards achieving the status of one of the premier institutes in India to do MBA. Yes, Shreya, go ahead.
Yes, sir. What do you see as the biggest strength of DY Patil?
Yeah, we have the best of infrastructure, and above all, is we have very good faculty. Most of them PhDs and NET certified. The non-teaching staff is equally competent and supportive to our mission, and I'm very happy to say that many of the visiting dignitaries, whether on inspection or visits, they have commended excellent teamwork of faculty and other staff for their contribution to the institute. So that is a plus point.
Right, sir. How do you tend to establish a healthy relationship and environment in DY Patil around your college?
Yeah, here we have total freedom. We do our job in a transparent and ethical way. The stakeholders can approach the management anytime and give their input, suggestions. And these are seriously studied, analyzed, and we take action, and the action taken report is displayed on the board and also conveyed to the originator. The director also has an open door policy, and anybody can walk into his office and discuss the problems, and the actions are being initiated. So various suggestion boxes are kept for confidentiality, and these are actioned. Any suggestions through suggestion box are actioned immediately, and that's how the culture is there, transparent and with ethical binding.
Okay. So, sir, basically, you're talking about taking feedbacks from the students through the suggestion box.
Suggestion box. Then we have one-to-one management-student interaction. We have written feedbacks twice a semester, and that's how. And we are open. Anybody can walk into our office, management's office, and to the director. And so we have appointed every faculty, and they have a group of students under them. Mentor and mentee relationships is that there, and any problems if are there, they are sorted out.
Okay, right, sir. So, any suggestion that you would like to give to the current youth and the aspiring students from your behalf?
Now, the present generation of youth is quite smart. They're quite intelligent, sharp. They grasp the situation very fast. They have various technological tools. That is a plus point for them. But at the same time, they have many distractions. So their energy is not channelized properly, and their efficiency goes down. If they can overcome this, they can overcome these distractions, I think they can do wonders for India. That's what I want to say.
Thank you so much, sir, for your thoughtful insight on behalf of all the aspiring students.
Yeah, thank you so much.